and good morning. Once again, welcome back to the Vape Rooms. It is a Top Tuesday, so that does mean it is the last day that you're graced with your vape connoisseur for this week. Well, until Saturday at least. But yeah, that does mean, as always, with it being a Tuesday, I'm in your garston store today to provide you with any of your vaping needs today, be it a start kit, a dual 18650 box mod, a mechanical mod. Who knows what I've got in store for myself today, because only you can provide that answer. But hopefully I am seeing you later on today. But I will get into that a little bit later on. So, today, as always, I will usually talk about the weather first thing off, because it's a great topic starter, no matter what anyone says. It's always relatable, especially when you're in Britain. Anywhere in Britain, the United Kingdom in general, weather's always a good topic because it's always changing. But yes, as you could plainly tell this morning, if you are watching this video this morning, yesterday's morning was very sunny. It was actually a little bit on the warmer side as well, which makes for a great change. But lo and behold, the doom and gloom weather is back once again. As I said, I didn't think it would last long, but I enjoyed it while it was there. Made for a change. But yes, we are back to the old doom and gloom and rainy starts. But as always, don't let that stop you. Do not fret, because no matter come rain, shine, storm, snow, whatever it may be, we are open 7 days a week from 9:30 in the morning till 7 PM, unless you get till Sunday, and then it's a usual 10:4. But nonetheless, we are open 7 days a week to provide you with any of your vaping needs, be it in our Garston store or in our West Derby store. Speaking of in our West Derby store today, I do believe we got the man of many bow ties. I could be wrong. I did not check beforehand, unfortunately. But yeah, I do believe it's the man of many bow ties, not the man of many names. It is not the man of many tree branches. But I think the man of many bow ties. I could be wrong. But either way, West Derby is open. And whoever is there, come rain or sunshine, is there to help you with any of your vaping needs today on the northern side of Merseyside. So, basically, as I always say, if you're on this side of the water, we've got your back for anything vaping related. We have you covered. Just needed a bit of a hit of nicotine, that's all it was. But, as you can plainly tell, we are fully stocked today after the, as I always say, the aftermath of restock day, with it being a Magic Monday. It did arrive. So it seems like we're back onto a normality of schedule as of recent, which is a good sign. But yeah, as you can see, fully stocked today, and I'll go over that in a second. Bear with me. I do apologise about that, guys. As always, I will always disclose this, but sometimes customers come in, they're not really all that confident on being on camera. They just don't want to be on camera at all, which is fair enough with them. As always, I can always cut it out, edit it in. So let's say a 10-minute chat is just turned into basically a second. But yes, as I was saying before, it is the aftermath of restock Monday. It has arrived on the Monday. There was no delay. It came in just in time, and yeah, it seems like things are kind of going back to normality now. Oh, I've missed it. The Magic Monday's restock. It's arriving back. It's back again. But it does mean that we are fully stocked yet again, absolutely brimming. Well, I say we're filled to the brim, but I'd probably say we're actually overflowing at this point. So, prime example of what come back in on the restock, if you haven't noticed it on the social media as of yesterday's posts, is stuff like the Vinci X's. They've arrived back in, as well as the Drag Trios. We've still got a stock of the new Vinci Airs. You've got also the likes of the Aegis X, once again, back arriving at the Vape Rooms. We've got Aegis Boosts back in, so everyone's favourite pod kit is once again back in store. Juice-wise, we've got a plethora of new juices. Well, I wouldn't say a plethora of new, but new in via the restock, but some customer favourites. Stuff like Billionaire Juice Lime Rancher. Now, Billionaire Juice is a newer range to us. I'll show you what it looks like now, so bear with me. That is just below right there. Now, this range in general is amazing. apart from it being amazing, the guys who are their representatives, we deal with, I believe, someone called Darryl. I believe he came in and popped in. The first time he popped in, he's seen me and the man of many bow ties. I think it was Liam, actually. But he's seen me and him, and he was a very, very, very lovely person. Straight to the point when it comes to juice. He let us try it all. There was no problems there, and it was very, very tasty. But they're primarily a fruit range, and they do a mixture of fruits, sweet fruits, and fruits with a bit of a menthol. So as a prime example, they do watermelon ice, berry heaven, which is a mixed berry, which is predominantly blackcurrant. But if you love your blackcurrant, it's a definite recommendation from me. Strawberry bubblegum. Now that is very tasty. I'm not really a big sweet fruits fan. I don't really have a sweet tooth, so I'm kind of like the polar opposite. But their strawberry bubblegum is very lovely and definitely a recommendation from me. Blue slush. So basically a blue raspberry with a bit of an ice mint. Now, you can't go too wrong with a blue raspberry. Everyone loves a bit of a blue raspberry. But they also do have tropical mango. So if you're into your tropical fruit mixes, or maybe you just have a bit of a thing for mango, who knows? But tropical mango is definitely up there in my mangoes. I am a big fan of mango myself, like. And then last but not least, lime rancher. Now that is very reminiscent to another juice line that used to be a top seller here, and it's always been quite a very popular juice, but it's very reminiscent to it, but it's not as minty. So for people who loved that particular juice but didn't particularly like the sort of ice mint undertone to it, then lime rancher is definitely a recommendation. And to be quite honest, they are selling very, very quickly. I think this is our 4th restock of this stuff as well, and it's not been here for all that long. Less than a month. So, there's nothing else to say. I think, apart from the fact of it's now become part of the customer favourites, and on top of that, it sells out pretty quickly. So, if you're looking to get yourself some billionaire juice, get yourself an amazing, maybe just the one bottle, maybe the whole range, who knows. But if you're after a top quality e-liquid, that is predominantly fruits. And on top of that as well, the guys came in on, I believe it was Friday, I think it was 2 weeks ago, when we hosted our little event for Help for Heroes, and they came down, they helped us out with all sorts, so they gave us the tubs that you're seeing, so on and so forth, like that. They were there to discuss anything about our walk, but Billionaire Juice did pop down, and they did give us a very generous donation towards the event. So, big props to them. Thank you ever so much for doing that. And on top of that as well, they have mentioned for every time we sell a bottle of their juice, they do make another donation. So, on top of getting a brilliant quality liquid at a reasonable price, not only that, you're supporting a good cause by doing so. So, if you're looking to basically kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get a nice juice from a very trusted brand, and is one of the customer favourites at the minute, as well as supporting a good cause, then get yourself down, get yourself some billionaire juice, and yeah, enjoy that. Just Juice was restocked as well. Not only was it their short fills, but their Nixots were restocked as well. We do have a full restock on a lot of things, but talking about new juice beforehand, we do have 2 new flavours in. Now, these are by a company called My Vapery, and they are predominantly dessert flavours. We've only got the 2 flavours at the minute, but we've got 2 flavours from them. They are dessert flavours, and they're from a line called Jammin'. Now, it's a little bit hard to see because of the design of the boxes, but if I do this, Jammin'. Now, you do have a raspberry clotted cream scone and a Victoria sponge, and to be quite honest, I'm not even going to downplay it at this point. That stuff is amazing. Now, everyone knows who's seen me enough to know sort of thing, is I'm not the biggest desserts fan. I think it's basically like a time of the year. Every now and again, I will make that change and sit on a dessert juice for probably about a month, maybe a month and a half. But it happens like, I'd probably say at most like twice a year. But as I always say, there are a very select few that I choose for, and they are now a part of my list because the raspberry clotted cream scone is the perfect, and I no, like straight up perfect blend of a dessert and the fruit at the same time. And the clotted cream does provide a smoothness to the scone base, so it's not overly pungent, it's not very bitey, it's smooth, tasty, and gives you that perfect amount of flavour. And Victoria Sponge is exactly the same. Now, Victoria Sponge has a bit more of a cake base to it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Victoria Sponge is, as I always say, quite a bit different to a raspberry clotted cream scone, but because it's different, it does offer a bit more of a cake base, but it's a very smooth cake base. I know for a fact, because I've been vaping for God knows how long now. Probably say, if I had to hazard a guess, 7, maybe close to 8 years. And there are times where you come across dessert flavours which have got a cake base, they have a little bit too much, and it comes across as a little bit overly pungent. And it kind of masks other flavours within it, so stuff like Victoria Sponge, where it's got a bit of cream, maybe a bit of raspberry sauce, the raspberry jam going on. But this stuff perfectly blended and very smooth. So if you are very interested in picking up not only a top quality dessert line, but something that's smooth and very well blended, then by all means come down to the vape rooms and have a little try of my Vapories jamming range. But that is pretty much it from me today, guys. Just let you know what arrived in the restock. But hopefully you are all having a wonderful day. Hopefully it is filled with a lot of positivity, a lot of joy, success, fun, laughter, peace, love, warmth, stuff like that. Basically, I wish you the best for today if I'm not seeing you today. And if I am seeing you today, I am still wishing you the best. But as I always say, until I see you, I will see you soon. So ta-ta for now.